Have you ever wondered about the safety of prisoners in our federal institutions? A question that is gaining relevance with the recent events surrounding Derek Chauvin, the former Minneapolis police officer convicted of murdering George Floyd. His conviction marked a significant moment in history, inciting global protests and igniting a national reckoning with police brutality and racism. The world watched as the gavel fell on Chauvin's trial, a poignant echo of the cries for justice and equality. Now, a new chapter unfolds as we dive into the recent events that have once again brought Chauvin into the spotlight. On a regular day in the Federal Correctional Institution, Tucson, an unexpected event took place. Derek Chauvin, the former police officer convicted of murdering George Floyd, was attacked by another inmate. The assault was not merely a scuffle. Chauvin was seriously injured, so much so that he had to be taken to the hospital for treatment and evaluation. This incident, however, is not an isolated one. It marks the second high-profile attack on a federal prisoner in just the last 5 months. This pattern of violence is deeply concerning, pointing towards potential safety issues within the prison system. Chauvin's lawyer had raised alarms about his client's safety in the past. He had even advocated for keeping Chauvin out of the general population due to these fears. Regrettably, it seems those concerns were not unfounded. The ripple effect of this incident has been felt far and wide. The immediate response saw a suspension of visiting at the prison, a measure typically taken in the aftermath of such severe incidents. The FBI, the nation's premier federal law enforcement agency, was promptly notified, indicating the gravity of the situation. In the midst of this turmoil, the Minnesota Attorney General voiced his concerns. He expressed sadness over the violence, emphasizing that Derek Chauvin, like any other inmate, should have the right to serve his sentence without fear of retaliation. It's a sentiment that underscores the very fundamental principles of our justice system. The Bureau of Prisons confirmed the assault, an act that brings to light the ongoing issues of violence and misconduct in its facilities. This isn't an isolated incident, but rather part of a larger pattern plaguing our federal prisons. It's a grim reality that has been met with scrutiny and demands for reform. As we look forward, questions about the safety of our federal prisons and the treatment of high-profile prisoners remain. This incident serves as a stark reminder that these issues need urgent attention. The stabbing of Derek Chauvin in prison has once again ignited discussions about prison safety and justice. This incident underscores the pressing need for a thorough investigation, not just into the attack on Chauvin, but into the broader safety issues plaguing our prison system. Despite the severity of the attack, it is anticipated that Chauvin will survive his injuries. It's important to note that his appeal for a new trial has been denied, consolidating his responsibility for his actions that led to George Floyd's death. As we continue to grapple with these complex issues, one thing is clear. The conversation about justice, both inside and outside prison walls, is far from over.